Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Just what am I asking forgiveness for, my fellow patriots? Well, I actually agree with the California voters on this one. Take a look at the picture that accompanies this story from ABC News. You see a pig. It looks like it's coming out of the mud and it's just running around in its pen. It's leading a good life, the life I'd like to see it lead, right up until the time it turns into bacon. Delicious bacon. Do you think that all pigs live this life? Well, let's take a look at how the pig's life can be. Let's go to a farm here in Hawaii. This is malamafarm.com, a pig farm in Maui. 100% Berkshire Kurabuta pork, born and raised on pasture in upcountry Maui, proving compassionate farming leads to healthier, tastier meat. Let's take a look at a few of the images that are provided by Malana Farm. This is exactly how I want my pigs to look before they become bacon. Not all pigs are this lucky, though. Actually, the first picture of a pig farm I found was here on Oahu, over in Waianae, a place called Paradise Acres Pig Farm. As you can see, these pigs are a lot closer together. There's a lot more of them in a very small area. It looks like they're in an indoor area, or at least one with a roof on it. And is that a concrete floor that they're being forced to live on? They don't look like they have a lot of space, but they at least have enough space to turn around and enough space, well, and enough space where they can socially intermingle with each other. It could be much, much worse. Let's get back to the news story from ABC. Like I said, I agree with the California voters on this. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. By the end of this, though, you just might agree with me and the California voters. Let's take a look at it. Let's go with the second paragraph. The lawsuit is the latest step in a tumultuous 3-year process of enacting rules overwhelmingly approved by voters, but that remain in a question even as the law is set to begin. Since the voters approved Proposition 12 by 2-1 in November 2018, state officials have missed deadlines for releasing specific regulations. So, the voters approved the law. The politicians didn't like it, so they drug their feet on it. These laws cover the humane treatment of animals that provide meat for the California market. Let's see what this regulation is all about. Put simply, the law requires that breeding pigs, egg-laying chickens, and veal calves be given enough space to stand and turn around. For pigs, that means they no longer can be kept in narrow gestation crates and must have 24 square feet of usable space. So I think that even Paradise Acres Pig Farm, although not ideal, would be enough to get past this California law. I would actually like to see all pigs raised along the line of Malama Farms. What that means, though, is, that they would no longer be kept in gestation crates. A gestation crate, a cute way of saying a cage that is so small they can't stand up in it or turn around in it. Imagine doing that to what is arguably the fourth most intelligent animal. I saw one story that claimed that only chimps, dolphins, and elephants were more intelligent than the pig. I can't imagine putting a dog, a cat, or any pet in a crate so small that it can't even turn around in. When I was in the military and was bouncing around the world, I had a small dog. Well, small being relative, he was about 60 pounds. Every time we bounced from pillar to post, he came with us. He was a good boy. I bought the largest dog carrier I could find. It was big enough for him to stand up in. It was big enough for him to turn around in. It was big enough for him to do a little stretching. Even so, I felt very sorry for him that he was stuck in this small cage for the duration of the flight. Imagine your pet being stuck in that small cage for its entire life. Yes, I agree with the California voters on this. Yes, I do know it is going to cost one hell of a lot more for pork, for chicken, for eggs, for veal. So I agree with the California voters on this one, and I condemn the California legislators and regulators who are not trying to see this law enforced. This law is hugely popular in California. I think it would be hugely popular in most states. Just because you're going to eat an animal in the end doesn't mean you have to treat an animal cruelly in the beginning.